found a massive benefit to the headband. Yeah, you stay away from this, doggy. This is going to be dangaroos. See, like, because obviously, Dan just wearing a headband. He's cool as fuck. Everything looks normal here. Oh, I'm going to sneak attack him. Yeah! Look at that! It blends right in. You can't notice it. You're going to sneak it. I'm going to steal Dan's Pokemon cards. Hey, you fuck! Ha 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 ha! I'm a madman. Hey, do I have to wrestle you? Because we need cuteness for viewership. It's using dog for viewer retention. Is that a thing? Is that still happening? Come here, puppy. It's the we need cuteness for clicks and views. That's armpit sniff. So all we do, Optimus, we should know you're a professional now, is we look at camera and we just go, that's it, like and subscribe or I'll chop. Is that how we do it? Turn you into Zacian. Don't worry, it's not a... Well, Zacian. But you need to look at the camera though. Don't run off with the knife. Ah, look, we've got a real life Pokemon. It's Zacian. If you don't know what that is, it's the Pokemon with the sword. Don't actually chew it though. Oh, you gross little snot bag. Bunk. Shouldn't really have knives out, should I? Whoa. Why do you want it so bad now? Are you a violent criminal? You don't know what happens to violent criminals. You ready for this visual? Out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere! You got fucked up, son. So, visuals, it is time for the... You still want the knife, don't you? Come on then, Zas. That's my knee. Why lick the knee? It is time for the visual, guys. The Canoozy news, where we're going to make sure you have a great weekend by listening to this fat fuck and knee-licking dog. Have fun. That's a knee. Why do you need... Speak to your people. The people demand woofs. Okay, that's enough with the knee. Hey, That's enough with the knee licking. It's why did Aragon's sword case thing have like a little bollock at the end? Maybe that's why. Maybe the Aragon. Or maybe it's for Arwen. We'll just leave it back in the. You can't. That's blended in so well. You can't see anything then. Death. But visuals. It's been another lovely week at work. I'm sweating my dish off. It's still fucking hot. We've had a couple of quite colder, shorter days. And for some reason, my body still just feels heat. I think now I am immune to being cold. And I've also trimmed my beard. And by the looks of that, I could have done a better job. Oh, horrible bastard. You look quite dapper and handsome. What are you trying to lick? Sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Get back here. Go to sleep. You just snot me, you little slag, you little fucking horrible biatch. You like the way his ears, he won't show you properly. His ears flick out at the end and I just want to get a tech deck and just go, wee! But you'd probably end up chewing it, wouldn't you? Because you're a weird cunt. I'm Zacian. That Zacian thing only works. I don't know how many of you actually play Pokemon. Take the sword! Become the hero you are supposed to be. That's no, you're supposed to, it's like some King Arthur bullshit here. There you go, Zacian. Don't run off with it though. I know you're waiting to run off the I know you're waiting to run off with it. I thought you were going to fight me there. I better put this back. We'll use this on you, dog. We'll sacrifice you to our Lord and Saviour, Vishnu. Vishnu's the, that's what it is. No, what Vishnu? What god is that? I've heard that name. Is that like an Indian god? Vishnu. Is that the one with loads of arms? Hades will sacrifice you to my Lord and Saviour. Hades, we're the occult. We demon worship in this house. Zassy. Shit, he is fighting me with it. They're not okay. It's going back. It's going back on the wall. Moo, 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 moo. I thought dogs are meant to be scared of cows. Moo, moo, moo. Get the fuck off. I'm sick of being bullied by a little baby puppy. Elbow to the head. You are saggy with little ears. Mate, imagine being born looking like you. That would be disgusting. Saggy bastard. Don't wag. I just saw you wag your tail and I called you a saggy bastard. That was an insult. You're supposed to insult me back. Haha, I'm controlling all of your weight. Look at you. Hey, Surfing USA. Don't fucking yawn in my ear. Surfing USA. Haha, you don't know how to place your paws, probably, do you? Officials have got their Optimus fix. Big on with you now, foul beast. Back, foul beast. But yes, visuals, you know the rules. If you got your hot beverage for the news, you need a Coca-Cola-based beverage or a coffee, because that's just how we like to do it. We've got our canoe stories. Moo, moo, moo. Where did I hear dogs are scared of cows? Because it's obviously bullshit. Probably some sort of TikTok video. And what's the chances that they tell the truth? I don't know if you've just licked your nose and you've made it proper minging, or it's snotty, therefore I have snot all over my knee because of your half an hour knee licking. Go to the Decepticons! Decepticons outside! Usually he runs off when I do that. Decepticon! Where's Decepticon? You're a fucking Autobot! Roll out! That means walkies, doesn't it? Roll out! You want to roll out? Fairly certain, like, oh, wait, we have movement. You know how dogs are, a lot of them are dumb. I'm fairly certain nothing goes in his head and computes. It's just... And as soon as you give him eye contact in the morning, it could be 4:30 in the morning, for example, you know, you've just turned over and he's just stood there looking at you like, and as soon as he gives you eye contact, he just goes, oh, oh, oh. And you're like, what is the matter with you? And, yeah, that's about it, visuals, you know what I mean? And how many theirs do we want? Visuals, we are ever getting closer as well to the Premier League starting again. I can't wait. Last weekend, Newcastle won against Gateshead. This time this video goes up, we haven't played them yet because I'm actually recording at the start of the week. We're about to play Rangers. Fingers crossed we can pull up a nice victory there. Get our pre-season really rolling before we go off to the US of a day. The thing is, me and Chris, we've had a mini break, well, a 1 week break from our film marathons, because this weekend we've got Barbie and Oppenheimer. What a back-to-back. Did I just go up for two in this? Why is it when all your fingers are different sizes, right? But as soon as you close them, they all go like near enough the same size. I heard that as well on a video. That might be a lie. They're not the same size there. I'm full of bullshit. Again as well though, visuals. We did another decent little number on the last Visual Guys news. And that Indiana Jones Lego video from like 3-4 weeks ago, it's got over 500 views. We've made it big for real, right? This, honestly, all my hard work and all my talent is finally being shown. Full of talent and spunk. Coincidentally, neither the talent or spunk is mine. But we'll actually get started, visuals, before we destroy your little noggin. Not little moggins? Moggins? What's a moggin? Your noggins anymore. It's probably absolute brain rot listening to me ramble on. It really is, isn't it? But are we ready for story number one? We've covered a story like this before where it's a dog. Violent sex offender captured. And we've done a story similar to this, but I can't remember what the dog was. It was like maybe like a Jack Russell or some shit. But this is one of them dogs that, you know, women, like I think it's like older women, like to shave and trim and style and whatnot. But this is a sex offender. It's a cute little dog. So in other words, somebody's walked down the street and it's gone, oh, gives a fucking hump, because dogs like to hump all kinds of shit. And the woman's, oh my God, you possessed pervert. You poor little bastard, just wanted to hump a leg. I've had plenty fucking cushions humped by this little bastard. And, oh, are you a sex offender? It's a little dog. Another one of them stories that I hope to God somewhere online has been debunked, because when I find these stories, I don't do any mega research. I just find like the main headline and go, let's run with it. Clickbait at its finest. But babysitter transported to hospital after inserting baby inside of her vagina. I mean, she's technically doing a really good job at babysitting, because what better way to protect than to use your body as like an Iron Man armor? But at the same time, that must have been absolutely fucking horrible. Imagine, like, a lot of kids grow up with trauma, don't they, right? And it's horrible and it's nasty and it's minging and whatnot. But imagine if this was your origin story, you know, your Bruce Wayne story. Like, what happened to you? I was shoved up a vagina when I was really young. Because it must have been so... Because a baby is some size to go back. I know when it's... I'm going to start to... I shouldn't really talk about this. We own Pokemon cards on this channel. Hopefully there's... Nobody should watch these. This is why the mark is not for kids. But when it's coming out, I'm assuming everything works fine because it's the natural flow of things. But going back in as a baba must be one of them, like, stuff that there. And I hope to God this is just false and fake and not real. And if it is true, I hope everybody was all right. I mean, the woman, I guess, I hope she got whatever punishment. I don't know what punishment you get for that. Is that like a lifetime? Whatever it is. But I hope the baby's all right and they've grown up and they're not running around rooftops with a cape on and a bat mask going, I need to avenge this city. Baby, I mean, at least she looked after the baba. Iron Man suit in a way. Right, death row inmates, that they get the option of a last meal. You know, I don't know if it's the day before or the day of they're about to die or whatever it is. You know, what do you want? You know, I want a Sunday dinner, or you know, I want a mac and cheese or whatever. One death row inmate chose to eat an entire Bible for his last meal. That's right. Instead of ingesting the good works of a Burger King or a KFC, he went, I want the good Lord inside me in every written way. I mean, I'm assuming when it says an entire Bible, he's at the cover and everything. And what way to let Jesus and God enter you? You know, by quite literally. How, that's the... Bleh. That would have, this could make me gag because I can feel like the bits of cover of that in his throat. But what an extreme way to have a last meal. Imagine the request, because I don't know how they do it. Like the prison guards walk around. Hey, Johnny, what do you want as your last meal? He's like, I want a Bible. Okay, you want salt and vinegar with that, or do you just want it plain or some dip on the side? Just plain Bible, please, sir. Okay, no worries. We won't get you any condiments. How do you eat it? Did he knife and fork it? Did he rip out every paint? How did you do it? I've ate payment before because I'm a little, this, you know, I've got a taste of that, as Theo Vaughan would say. I've got a taste of that tism in me. But ate a full entire Bible for his last meal. Hallelujah. This is a good one for me because I've just had one before I did this this video. New vitamins, cigarettes will allow you to live longer. That's right. Apparently now, the thing that I do 15 to 20 times a day was going to make me live longer. So I'm going to outlive everybody with my horrible, crappy, artery clogging diet and my addiction to smoking. I don't know how this study works out. They always do this though, because apparently I have heard tobacco in its natural state is actually decent for you. It's not with like a cigarette with a filter and shit. But I can remember one time they said like a greasy English breakfast can cause cancer. Then I heard not long after it can help prevent cancer, and you're like, well, fucking which one is it? And don't get us wrong, this is going to be some weird either old age science or some old age studies or some bullshit. But I don't know how people could go from like, however they've done it, like they're bad for you. Actually, no, they're really good for you. And then back to it again. Like, what's happened in the middle? Do we actually know the answers, or are we just playing a guessing game the whole time? I'll tell you when I'm 180 with a voice like that, bold into fuck, belly out here with a chucky bar. I'm 150 because I have 20 bags a day and a fucking dairy milk on me burger and chips. And that'll be me. This one is a piss take. I do not drive, right? So I don't know what it's like, you know, parking somewhere you shouldn't get a ticket, or I don't know the nuisance of parking. But even I can understand this is an absolute liberty. Man given parking fine because his car's shadow was a disabled parking space. The man's shadow. Something that quite literally It has no feelings, it has no nothing, it doesn't. If there's a shadow in somewhere, you can still put sense. Like, so if there's somebody who wanted to park up and they were disabled or whatever, they had a disabled passenger with them, they could still park there. Would they look at it and go, oh, god damn, there's a shadow? We can't, if we enter that shadow, we're in the shadow realm for a shadow duel. No, it's not how it works. You could have still parked there. Not a problem, not an issue. The parking attendants even looked at it and went, well, he's not parked in it, but technically the shadow is, and the shadow is being caused by his car. So therefore, well, you can go even further back then. The shadow's caused by the sun. It's the sun's fault. The sun's making the hit the car to hit the shadow. But what a fucking stupid way to try and get some money for whoever it is, the council or the government. I don't know who actually gets the money off parking intended people. But the blokes looked at it and just went, oh, yep. 60 quid fine or 30 quid if you pay in 14 days or some shit, or we'll see you in court because your shadow is... So if I'm walking down the street then and I have a shadow cast through somebody's window into their like front room or some shit, have I then trespassed? This now gets into a whole nitty gritty of what is the rule and what isn't the rule and what the fuck is going on that we're persecuting people for their shadows of the car. Alright, this next one, I feel so bad for this bloke because what a fuck. I mean, to be fair, surviving it, you must be made of some strong shit surviving this. But man who was cut in half by forklift says all people ask him is, how do you have sex? I mean, not only does that show the where the human races are, like, you know, with like the shit that's a massive priority for us, right? This poor fucker has been cut in half. And he somehow survived. Like, as if that was me, it would be like, my body would be like, oh, well, we're already on our way out. Let's just fuck it. Oh, no, we've just learned that I'm going to live forever because I smoke. Anyway, my body would be like, let's just shut down. This fucker's got nothing to live for. But somehow this guy mentally and everything is fought through being cut in fucking half. I don't know exactly where half, like if it's wherever. I'm assuming it would have to be under the belly. Whatever. And he's now got to live a life completely different where people are going to have to help him. He can't get around by himself. If he's going out and about, he'd be constantly in a wheelchair and whatnot. You know, his life's flipped literally upside down. And people are all constantly going, hey up there, pal. How do you fucking bury the old dog and bone then? How do you get your fuck on? And he's sat there like, what? Like, surely people like want to ask him, oh bloody hell, mate, how'd you do that? Or work how the actual inner workings are. And just, how'd you get your fuck on, pal? You still got cock? You still got cock get bone, eh? How the fuck is that the first thing that I can guarantee you now? This bloke would walk past. Well, this bloke would go. I pure fucked that up then, didn't I? I'm definitely going to hell. I didn't mean that. This bloke would go past me. And I would be like, oh, fucking hell, man. Like, how the hell do people survive that? That's my first go-to, not, oh, fucking hell, Mary. How do you think he gives it to missus? What the fuck? I know sex is a big thing on our minds because it's, you know, the animalistic. We need to reproduce and we've got to mate. We've got to go to piss or go get my end away, lads. You know what I mean? Let's. And all that kind of shit. But it's not the first thing that comes into my head. It's just, wow, how the fuck have you survived that? Because to me, that's some badass shit. No, get your little butter. Oh, no, I've said he's got a little boner. Fuck's sake, I'm giving this guy a hard time more than I should. What the fuck? And there we are, visuals. That was the news for this week. We've just got to get on with the sport and weather. Never swag of coffee. I've got a very dry mouth today. Maybe I've like randomly spewed more shit out than usual. And it's drying me up a bit. This week's sport, we've got a severe attack by train. And we've got this crazy ass, like a roller coaster train. Tell me, when you watch a clip, would you board this? Let's just roll them.
Sports, yeah, whatever. Fuck you.
Assault in progress. Turns out Thomas the Tank Engine's just a little bastard. He's not really a good guy. He's not one. I thought he was one of the people. You know, I thought he was a man of the people. No, he's a little fucking prick that goes on and just assaults people that are on his track. Little motherfucking bastard. That's why I always love Gordon more. Not only that, he's got my last name, but fuck you, Thomas.
The weather.
Imagine you're on this train, like some Hogwarts Express shit, and you're just like, oh yeah, taking the the fucking, I don't know, London Euston to fucking Derby County, and he just oh my god, fucking boom. I don't actually know if this is CGI. If this, to me, it looks real. But it's like Mr. Beast did a few weeks back on one of his videos where he dipped a train down a hole. He just going along, we'll do. Whoa! The people are what the fuck's going on here? Because it's not like strapped down by anything. It's just a train. It can't be real. It surely can't be real. But imagine being on that train. You sat there just, oh yeah, it'll be lovely to go back. We're going back up north to see family. Whoa! Next thing you know, your grandma's down on the deck. Fucking Jenny! The way got upside down there, Jenny! I think I've broke my back. What the fuck? And that was the sports weather. That is the news done dusted. But our last piece of business that we need to get under our belts before we can conclude this edition of the Visual Guys News is... it's a bit of a fucked up one. Like, obviously, visuals, we like to get you off before we finish, right? We like to sit you down. You got your warm coffee. We like to... That I'm spitting on my hand, yes, because I'm about to moist you up. Not because I'm about to jerk. Dirty little bastards. You always think that. There's something wrong with you. More importantly, there's something wrong with this kid's bag. What the fuck is in this kid's bag?
A dance, hopping, hunting.
Kid in a class hallway or whatever with his mate, chilling around, just, hey, threw my bag around, blah, 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 blah. Launches his bag. Kaboom! What the fuck was in that kid's bag? I don't know if it was something in the room. To me, it doesn't look it, but it could be something in the room. He's chucked it against the fucking whatever, and then it's caused an explosion. Or it's just a massive coincidence. Maybe they were in there doing some science shit, and then kaboom. Or there was something in this kid's bag that was ready to explode, and he's like, hey, chucked it. He's like, oh my god, that was in my bag all day. What the fuck happened here? Like, this was like some sort of weird terrorist attack without meaning to be a terrorist attack, or it was just like some sort of weird science coincidence. You know, you got the kids with the Bunsen burners and gonna burn some. What did we use the Bunsen burners for at school again? I don't know. It was clearly shit at science, and then he's boom. But if you were that kid, right, and you had no idea that was going to happen, you would fucking shit yourself. Because like I said, either the timing's a really weird coincidence. Wait, boom. Or there is something you've been carrying around all day, not real, like a fucking, oh, my dad gave me this little ball. He brought it back from the war. I've just chucked it in my bag. It's like a hacky sack thing. Boom. What the fuck happened here? Fingers crossed as well. In that last clip, everybody was all right. I don't know if they were, but fingers crossed. But visuals, that was your week's edition of the Visual Guys News. And thank you again for sticking around. Whoever has stuck around to the end. I don't know how many of you actually stick around. It probably won't be many. I don't blame you. But if you did, wow, please see somebody soon because you're clearly disturbed. Hopefully you have a lovely weekend, visuals. This weekend is going to be... What do we got? What did I say? Oppenheimer. I can't wait. We're going to make our own explosion. Well, Christopher Nolan's going to make his own explosion. But we're going to feel it in the cinema. But visuals, thank you so much for watching this week's edition of the Visual Guys News. Remember, always keep being you and keep on keeping on. And like Dad always says, when you get the blanket on the bed and if you don't tuck your feet in under the blankie, there will be a demon. Check you out. And maybe that demon will put you in its vagina. I can't say vagina properly. It kind of makes me feel... It's a weird word. Bye. Imagine just having to drink shit like a cat or a dog. Imagine every time you wanted like a sip of your water. That would be fucking... I've made that very spitty now.